Here at the Hayes residence with the wife that I love so much, sometimes, most of the time. We filled that up.
You should have taken it first before you build it. Earthquakes and shit are deal but everything's already here. So what I need to do, just press? Press.
We've made a big hole in the ground using this wheelbarrow electric to move it up on that hill in the background, using that roller up there. Goes across over to here to this crazy invention here. Printed that, put that on there, welded the sides, welded that, and welded that on there. It gets the job done.
Okay.
Recording? Okay. Still work, but pretty good. Okay, you stop it. Hello to all watching. So you're looking at my backyard aquaponics system built with a variety of tools and hard work and inspiration. My favourite tool that I can't stop talking about would be the MIG welder with the argon gas. So it made welding up these beds a breeze. You can basically weld and then go straight to paint. You've got no slag to clean off. All that frame all around there. I built a MIG welder trolley with solid rubber tires, 10-inch tires, so I could drag it about around the backyard and build the decking. And everything you see before you is done with the argon MIG welder, including the solar panel frame that you see there, about 3,500 watts, 3.5 kilowatts of solar. And in the background there's the 4,000 litre system, and that's my trolley, mobile trolley on wheels, solid rubber tires. I can move that around the yard. It's on a jack. I built a jack into it. A couple other trolleys. Kind of ran out of room. It's really tiring and hard work with not having any more room. So every time you got to do something, you got to move something out of the way. but it's really working. It really is starting to pay off. I spent a lot of money and time, but most of it was fun. So, most of it. Alright, enjoy. Hello, and welcome to Karim's Aquaponics. So here's my 5 drums. That goes down into the... There's nothing much to show at the moment because I just turned off the air so I could hear myself talk. There's the air pump there, I turned that off. So that pumps over here, down and into these tanks, into this one and the first tank, but the others I haven't put any... The air stones are in there, but I haven't connected them up yet. And they're full of biomedia. And 2 12,000 litre an hour pumps from sunrise to sunset pump through those tanks. And the 3 grey pipes there, sorry, dark brown, they return. They are returning right now. There, and these other ones. So we've got, how many we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pipes, return pipes, and then this 8th one is from the sink, from the outside kitchen. And those return pipes come from beds over there, like that one. So that's one of the green coloured pipe return pipes. So I painted it green. And there's our peach. Last year we got about 200 chukos off this vine here. So now I've extended it here with this one. And hopefully it'll grow over that frame that I just built. It's not finished, but that'll get covered with fencing mesh. And this one here, I'll just turn this on for a sec to show you this. So this is my outside composting aerating tank. So what happens is air creates a beneficial environment for bacteria to thrive, and then when summer comes, we're just coming into spring now, that'll break all of that stuff down, kitchen household scraps. Do you see the maggot there just chilling? There's a maggot. Where's he going? Going to hide? There you go. Some people say it's gross. I don't reckon it's gross. I reckon it's awesome. And there's the outlet at the bottom. So I just fill up buckets whenever I feel like. There's a piece of mesh at the bottom, IBC tank I cut out to stop the solids blocking the outlet. So just to give you guys so that's a 25,000 litre pond roughly. 2 windows. Oh, the fish are finally going to eat. Let's go have a look. Can we get something? Well, come up to the window. There he is. Now there's giant rainbow trout in that. And this is the first aquaponics system I had for about 5 years, maybe 4 years, probably 4 years, with an extra filter on the end, and got us. Oh, that's a dead fish right there. So these are silver perch, and they don't like the winter here in Boddington at all. I think that's what's killing them. So they don't eat all winter, they barely survive. And there's rainbow trout. Big juicy rainbow trout. And where's a yabby? A couple of yabbies in there. I don't know what happened to this rainbow trout. Look at him, he's all bent. It's like he broke his back on something and survived. This aquaponics system is on the main grid, powered by the grid, but sunrise to sunset, it's got 2 extra pumps that just filter it big time through that thing, through that tank there. And look at the setup. Over here's my mobile workbench that I built. So it's on wheels, and you just put a socket on there, and it's got a jack on it. See the jack? And then you just jack it up, pushing the wheels down. Grab hold of this handle, and then you push it wherever you like to go. Cabbages coming along. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds. These are from the 4,000 litre system. and then everything else is off the new pond system. So these are, every one of these flowers will become a snow pea. That's what they look like. And so it's just the start of spring at the moment. So these towers didn't do anything all winter, and I'm hoping, they're pretty new, this whole system's pretty new, so I'm hoping to grow a lot of food this this summer. The tomato roots filled up these completely, and it actually blocked the water in 1 or 2 towers, so it's a bit of a limitation with even, they were cherry tomatoes. So that's why I built this one over here on the left, the 150. So hopefully the cherry tomatoes are growing that with the extra space. And this here is what runs it all. So that there, that's a DC to DC transformer, and it takes in basically household high voltage panels and drops it to 24 volts. So with the 24 volt output, I found DC 24 volt pumps. They're called Jabeo brand, Jabeo, and well, they changed the name a couple of times. But see the model with the blue lights? Well, the ones with the blue lights, they will come on in the morning by themselves without needing to reset the pump or the controller on it. Where this one here, that one right there, that one there, not so much. It basically requires you to come out and reset this one every single day. So to overcome that, which is so annoying, I installed this DC timer right there, and what that does is it just turns it on and off in the morning. So a couple of times turn it on at 9 AM, 9:30, 10 AM, and just by turning it on and off and turning off the power altogether to it, it resets it and gets out of low voltage mode. Same with these, like you see this one over here on the left, this one here says error E3, error 3 or something. Well, I'll just see. So those models, I suggest if anyone doesn't want to get messed around with that, you don't want to get that model because it will go into error mode. Where I've found all these blue light ones, they will, they just, yeah, they don't really go into low voltage mode. They have once or twice, but pretty much almost guaranteed not to. So this here is running up here to the charge controller with lithium batteries and a 20 amp breaker there, and that comes with the output from the charge controller there. So the only thing I'm running off the batteries is the towers at night, that's it. Where everything else you see here runs completely off solar with no expensive components. This thing here is 50 bucks, and there's 2 of them. There's one over there as well running that pump, and a pump, and I don't know what else over there. But so basically 8 of these are connected in parallel, all coming down to power all of those pumps and this air pump. So that's a 24 volt 100 watt air pump, and as you can hear it chutter there, pretty much has to be raining for these things to not work, because there's 1600 watts of readily available energy, and you can still run at 30% capacity and still power all of the air pumps and water pumps and what have you. So those DC transformers are 720 watt output with infinite input, so you can hook up whatever solar array you want, as long as you don't exceed 720 watts draw from it at the 24 volt output. You won't run into any problems there. They've been running for about a year with no problems. So this system runs all day, floods those beds, and then doesn't run at all at night. So these beds here, those 4 beds, they're empty all night long. And I haven't really had any problems with dead fish die-off that people say online, that if you don't filter the volume of water every hour through your aquaponics system, the fish will die. But that hasn't been the case for me. Yeah, so you can essentially run these things aquaponics off-grid. Doesn't have to be expensive. These are really thick. Those balls, growing media goes all the way to the bottom. So plenty of media, plenty of conversion for the fish waste. And I guess the only other thing I didn't show is the kitchen. So that's the kitchen there with the outside sink. That urn that you're seeing there has a 48 volt heating element in it. So I cut it out a hole, put a DC heating element in, because it was a 240 volt urn, and then I can hook up the 1600 watts of capacity from the solar panels there and hook it directly up to the urn, and it should boil the 10 litres there in, I don't know, 20 minutes or something, half an hour. And all the other stuff there up there is run off 240 volt off the lithium batteries, so I can cook. Basically, if the grid goes down, I can at least cook and get by. Yeah, heaps of plans, but just need to get motivated. And here, it's my chickens. Crazy chickens. There's the home I built them.